It's rare that I will now watch a film aimed at teenagers and actually genuinely love it. Usually I find them quite enjoyable, relaxing and an easy watch. But when it comes to the Duff, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I think the main reason for that is because of Mae Whitman, who plays Bianca Piper. I just absolutely loved her performance in this, and I loved the character and the references to Hammer Horror. It made me happy. So this was released in 2015, directed by Ari Sandel, written by Josh A. Kagan and Cody Keplinger, and stars, as I said, Mae Whitman alongside Robbie Amell and Bella Thorne. And this is about the Duff. Duff stands for Designated Ugly Fat Friend. And basically, now I'd never heard of that. I don't even know if that is a big thing, or at least until this film came out, but basically it's about the friend who hangs around, who is good friends with, somebody who is tall, blonde, skinny, etc., very popular, and they're just kind of the plain Jane at the side. They don't necessarily have to be ugly or overweight, but it's just the plain individual, and that is the character of Bianca here. And I love her. Now, maybe it's because when I was growing up, I was very plain, I was nothing exciting. I definitely would have been the Duff. Maybe I was, and I didn't know it. So I think there's an element of relatability there, but I love her strength of character, and obviously to begin with, she doesn't realise that's what people see her as, and then when she finds out that actually that is what her role seems to be, she goes on a really interesting journey, both emotionally and, I guess, spiritually as well, as she kind of looks at herself and tries to identify who she is. Is this who she really is? Are her friends really her friends? I think it's really interesting for me, very much driven by the character, and I love her attitude. I just think she's absolutely brilliant. Obviously the subject matter is potentially quite serious. This is a comedy, but there are people who are going to be referred to as the Duff after this film at the very least, which is a shame. But the film obviously does have a very strong message that really there shouldn't be such a thing as the Duff, and it's not a nice term. And ultimately, if you are being called a Duff, or consider that you are the Duff as an individual, just ignore it. You're better than that. You are your own person, and you're not as plain as people may think you are. I love Bianca as a character, and Mae Whitman's performance was brilliant. Really, really, really impressed me. If you haven't seen the film, and you think that you might be too mature for it, because it is, well, it's PG-13 on IMDb, so I assume that it would be a 12 in the UK. Even though it is a teen film, a pre-teen film, there's something in there that makes it quite special, and I love it. And also the costumes. Absolutely love the costumes, particularly Bianca's outfits. Really brilliant. I love this film more than I expected. I often think about it randomly. It's left quite an impact on me. And if you watch it, I hope it does for you too, because it really is good.